17th District. This is where Joe Luna, it was this doorway right here that Joe Luna was assaulted, beat up in. First is where the altercation happened right here. And then it's this doorway where Joe Luna's head was bounced off of and his iPhone was smashed right there. Me and Mr. Cool will enter. Let freedom ring, let freedom ring.
How you guys doing?
Let freedom ring.
How are you guys?
How you guys doing? There's a gentleman. No need to be scared, ma'am. We're just the public, just exercising our First Amendment right. You look a little concerned. I don't want you to be concerned. When she's upset. There you go. There you go. Keeping America safe. You said it. We just wanted to assert our First Amendment right to videotape. This gentleman here was beat up. His head smashed into that door right there about 2 weeks ago, and he beat the case today. For some reason, the sergeant forgot the court date was today. Silly him. He arrested him and went through the whole 9 and yet didn't show up for court.
Yeah, he was there though. He was here.
What'd you say?
He was here when I got arrested.
Oh, he was there?
Yeah, I remember him.
Did you remind him that they had court the day that they arrested him? Do you remember the court date? Do you remember the case, officer?
No comment.
No comment. Okay, that's right. That's fair enough.
Yeah,
What? Can you give me your ID, sir?
I'll give you my. Sure, I gotta show you my ID.
No, I don't need your ID, sir. I don't need that much, please.
What do you need?
Just what you're required to do per your policy.
Name and badge number. Pinzini 17297.
I'm sorry?
Pinzini 17297.
Oh, Paisan, how are you doing? Paisan, that's my man.
Thank you.
Ma'am, would you mind identifying yourself for us?
Just give me your last name and your number.
Chestnut 1991161.
Yes, good job, ma'am, sweetie. You're doing a great job. Joe. Thank you, ma'am. You're doing a great job.
Because you want to answer my question. Yeah? My question is, yes, that's not the answer to my question. Agreed. You said that 7 times now. Agreed.
Okay.
My question is, what evidence do you guys accumulate? What do you guys do? What type of reports do you guys file on an average arrest? So I know what to request.
Get yourself an attorney.
Blow me. You
Oh,
a prick, yo. You a prick, yo. You a prick, yo. You are.
Swear at the sergeant.
I just did.
Good.
Fuck you too. Nigga.
Okay, great.
Yeah, blow me.
Okay.
Okay, so don't give me orders. Don't tell me I can
I'm
do
not
that.
violating your civil rights.
I didn't say you were. You tell me I can't swear the sergeant. Fuck that
fine,
nigga.
like that.
Now what? I just did. Now what?
Okay.
Blow me.
Okay.
Alright. The sergeant's real helpful.
Good.
Fuck
Very
me.
much. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Well. Turn for the worst there. Let's keep it cordial. Okay, gentlemen, how are you doing today, Sergeant?
Are you with him?
Sergeant, I was born by myself and I will die by myself. I am with nobody but myself.
It's just me, myself, and I.
Do you want to take a second to talk, Sergeant?
By the way, when is Sergeant Dennis gonna be here?
Sergeant, I gave you the benefit of the doubt, did I not?
Tomorrow night? How about this?
Hold on. You said when is Sergeant Daniels going to be here?
Tomorrow.
Does he work the desk shift tomorrow?
Yes.
You're talking that second shift?
No. Third.
So your third shift starts at 11?
No. 1.
1 a.m. Okay, he's working the desk shift tomorrow.
No.
So what we're basically here for, listen, like you asked me a question, am I with him? I am with myself, right? I can't speak for anybody else. That's a great thing about America. He has a freedom of speech. He has the freedom to do what he wants, and it does not reflect on me, nor do I take any responsibility for it. Now, nor do I oppose it. So, why we're here is because this gentleman was arrested for trespassing, and his head was smashed off that door, and his iPhone was smashed on the ground. Now, the court date was this morning, yet the police officer did not show up. The arresting sergeant did not show up. I don't know if his phone didn't remind him, his calendar was a year off, but what generally is the reason for an arrest taking place in which the police are the complainants, yet they don't show up for court?
You'd have to ask him.
I'd have to ask him personally.
He's gonna be here.
We just just talked about.
Yeah, we just talked about it. I don't know that Sergeant Daniels was the actual, was he the arresting officer?
That was his 1535.
So it's up to, what you're saying is up to the discretion of the actual arresting officer on whether they're going to show up for court or not.
No, that's not what you asked. What I told you is, I don't know why he didn't show up. You'll have to ask him.
I'd have to ask him. So what's regular procedure through the CPD?
As far as what?
As far as making an arrest where you're the complainant, the Chicago Police Department, the sole complainant, and then showing up for court. What responsibilities do you have after you arrest somebody in regards to showing up for
You'll
court?
have to talk to our legal affairs department.
Okay. So you're not aware of it?
About what? What happened? Why he didn't go? No, I don't know why he didn't go.
Yeah, but it's kind of up to their own personal discretion, I suppose, because he didn't show up. Do you guys not get court dates in which you get paid on your off date to go to court? So you kind of stack them all up at once?
Depends if it's, sometimes you're working, so you don't get paid, but I don't know what this case was, and I don't know when he works, and I don't know even who he is.
Yeah, well, I mean, yes. I mean, it was a sergeant from this district. I wouldn't say it was. Sergeant Daniels started the altercation, but he just wasn't there to clean up the mess. Somebody else did it. I mean, it was a popular story. It was all around. I'm sure you're a sergeant at the 17th district. There was a time when 400 or 500 people called from all around the world. I'm sure you've heard about the case, right? I mean, I'm sure you're going to plead that you don't know it, but I think you do know about the case, right? You've got an inkling of it?
Anything, this is in court.
Okay, but you haven't gotten...
I know about the instance.
Yes, okay. And what is...
I don't know the sergeant that
Okay.
you're talking about. I don't
And
know.
has there been any rule changes in regards to that? Because he was arrested for trespassing because he was
The rule
recording.
changes in regards to his arrest?
In regard, after his arrest.
Not that I'm aware of. Any rule changes in regards to him being arrested?
So it is not illegal to come in here with a video camera?
Well, again, no, it's not.
Okay. It's not illegal. So if that was the only thing you were doing, you should not have been arrested for that, because it's not illegal.
But we're talking hypotheticals, or
We're not talking specific, we're talking hypotheticals. No, we're talking hypothetical. Sarge, I'll bring you back. Come back towards the light. We're having a conversation. We're talking hypothetical.
Well, I don't know what the point is of this, other than trying to make money on YouTube for you guys and, get hits on YouTube. That's cool, but I'm really not here.
But it honestly,
to
Sarge,
monetize
I
your YouTube channel.
I understand
That's
that
not
you
what
want to
I'm getting
belittle
paid
it.
for. You've done this obviously before, and if they helped you with your YouTube monetization, that's fine. I'm not really here for that.
I know you want to
If you
belittle.
want to get further information,
Okay,
go
Sarge.
to court or go to the legal affairs.
Can I have your ID for me, Sarge?
Pardon me?
Can I have your ID for me?
KOW-ALSKI 1038.
Sergeant. My man. Okay, so I know you want to belittle me and say that this is all I'm trying to do is for money. Trust me, I don't get any
that
money from you.
belittling or is that
Can I
truth?
talk? I let you talk. That it's
I
not the
don't care.
truth.
You don't have to let me talk. I don't have to let you
What you're
talk.
saying is that the truth. It's not the truth.
Whatever.
It's not the truth.
Well, have a good
You're
day.
you're not telling me what
a
goes
good
on in
day,
my
sir.
world.
Have a good day.
Okay. Now, so I can understand now why the obscenities were put in your direction. Maybe you aren't the nice guy that everybody wants to make believe.
Whatever.
Okay. Well, some people deserve what they get, and I guess you deserve that below me. Officer, you could see that we were very hospitable, right? We did not. I by no means tried to
I'm working.
antagonize anybody.
I'm working. Leave me alone, please.
You cannot multitask. The sergeant cannot listen to music and look at a computer
Not
screen.
multitask.
Hold on, we can't. We're doing $90,000 does not get us able to click a mouse and listen to a conversation at once. That's too much for $90,000. Okay, sergeant, officer, have a good day. I would hope that you would be more responsible in your activities and understand this is the United States of America and we have the right to freedom of speech and we have the right to videotape.
I'm not violating your civil rights. So.
Well, I know you're not, and I guess it's thank you that you're not this time. And for me to have to say that is a sad, sad state of affairs. The fact that I'm leaving without handcuffs on and my head busted open and my phone intact and saying thank you for that is a sad state of affairs. But I'm sure that $90,000, I thought you were working, you couldn't talk. But now when you want to get your point across, you got time. The $90,000, I'm not paying you to chit chat with me. Get back on the computer. Get back on the computer. I just did twice.